Good evening, listeners. I, Sheeba Rakesh, welcome you to this edition of the English program. On March 20th every year, we celebrate the International Day of Happiness. And as I always say, celebrations and days must never be, and ideally never are, topical occurrences. Unless we dive deep into the reasons of these seasons and continue to imbibe what they mean ceaselessly, these days become meaningless. The World Happiness Report 2025-26 ranks India on being 118th happiest country of the world out of a total of 147 nations in number. This obviously leads us to the question of why is happiness so elusive for a people who are educated, philosophers, givers, and growth-oriented? This has something to do with how well we take care of our emotional well-being. In fact, the intangible here, as everywhere, is the catalyst for the tangible. So if you're somebody who takes failure to heart or think that your happiness depends on so many external factors, then this upcoming talk by Dr. Shafali Gupta is a must-listen for you. Dr. Shafali Gupta is an educator and motivator and has been the recipient of several awards in the field of education and guidance. Let us listen to what she has to say.
Hello dear listeners. Today we explore a powerful idea: the importance of failure in success and happiness. Every setback carries a lesson, every mistake a direction. When we learn, adapt, and persist, failure becomes fuel. Stay tuned as we turn disappointments into opportunities for growth and achievement. Dr. APJ Kalam famously stated, "Failure will never overtake me if any determination to succeed is strong enough." I would like you to take a moment and think about the last time you failed at something. Maybe it was a job interview that didn't go well, an exam you didn't pass, a business idea that didn't work, or perhaps a personal goal one couldn't achieve. Did that failure end your story, or did it shape it? Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success and happiness. Failure is life's most honest teacher. It doesn't flatter us. It doesn't hide our weaknesses. It shows us exactly where we need to improve. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Never let failure seal your fate and ensure your own happiness. It's just a detour, not a dead end. A stronger, wiser you it will send. Let me narrate an incident of Thomas Edison. While working on his invention of an electric light bulb, he conducted thousands of unsuccessful experiments. When asked about his repeated failures, he responded that he had not failed. He had simply found thousands of ways that did not work. What an attitude and a powerful mindset. Failure gave him information. Each mistake brought him closer to success. While failure may feel like an end at that particular point of time, it is often a beginning of something greater. When something doesn't work out, it teaches us what to adjust, what to strengthen, and what to differently do next time and be successful and happy. Every morning is a silent reminder that no matter how heavy yesterday felt, today arrives with a fresh chance to begin again and be happy. Let go to our failures, the doubts, the regrets, and step into today with hope, courage, and belief in yourself. I carry my GPS with me, dear listeners. GPS means G stands for gratitude, P for positivity, S for strength, and happiness will follow you. The moment gratitude, positivity, and your strength will match together, you will be a happy person. Failure builds resilience, the ability to keep going when things get hard. And resilience is often the difference between those who eventually succeed and those who give up. Resilience is not built during easy times, but during difficult ones. A large number of us would have heard about J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Before her manuscript was accepted, it was rejected by multiple publishers. She faced personal struggles and financial hardships. Many people would have given up, but she didn't. Her resilience turned rejection into one of the most successful book series in history. Failure did not defeat her, it prepared her. Every setback strengthens your ability to endure the next challenge. And over the time, resilience becomes one's greatest asset, and too does happiness. Imagine if everything you attempted worked perfectly the last time. Would you grow? Probably not. Growth happens when we are challenged, when we are stretched, when we are pushed beyond our comfort zones. Sourav Ganguly was dropped from the Indian cricket team after a public fallout due to his poor form. Instead of giving up, he went back to the domestic circuit, worked on his techniques, and made an illustrious comeback, changing the narrative from being finished to being resilient. He didn't allow that rejection to define him. Instead, he practiced harder. He improved his skills. He used failure as fuel for further growth. Success can build confidence, but failure builds character. When we fail, we develop humility. We develop patience. We develop empathy for others. People who have never failed often fear risk, but people who have failed and survived know something powerful. Failure is not fatal. And once you realize that, you become fearless and happiness cannot stay away. Have you ever noticed how success feels sweeter after a struggle? When you work hard, face rejection, overcome doubts, and finally succeed, that achievement feels earned. If success came easily, we may not value it as much. Failure gives success a depth. It gives it meaning. It gives it a story. Behind every success story is a chapter of struggle that is elusive to majority. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" we may ask, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of saying, "I can't do this," we may like to say, "I can't do this yet." The small word, yet, opens the door to possibilities. Failure simply means you are in the process of learning, and learning is progress. As I come to the end of my talk, I want to leave you with few thoughts. If you are going through difficult times to feel discouraged because something didn't work out, remember, you are not alone. Every successful person has faced setbacks. What makes the difference is persistence, perseverance, and your understanding to failure. Remember, failure is not the antonym of success. Neither it is a stop sign. It is a signpost that says, adjust your direction and be happy. It is not a proof that you are incapable. It is a proof that you are trying, and trying is courageous. Success is not built on comfort. It is built on courage, and courage grows strongest when we rise after a fall and happiness follows. So the next time you fail, and you must, don't let it define you. Let it refine you. Let it teach you. Let it strengthen you. Let it prepare you for the success that lies ahead. Wishing everyone the very best, I say goodbye with few lines. Don't fear the fall. Don't fear the sting. Failure teaches what success cannot bring. It builds the grit. It shapes the might to turn the darkest day into happiness. Thank you so much for joining me.
You were listening to Dr. Shafali Gupta, who was telling you about the importance of failure in success and happiness. I do wish that this day of happiness brings you never-ending joy, smiles and glee, along with the ever-heightening sense of developing the art of life, which becomes then an eternal source of happiness for you all. With these wishes and the promise of meeting you next week, Sheeba says, Namaskar.